morning.
Thank you, Josh. All right, Matthew, what are we reading? Today is August. No, what is tomorrow? What are we reading for? What day?
Saturday.
That's right, Saturday.
August 22. We're reading Job 33 and 34, 35, 36.
Thank you, Gabriel. Matthew, did you find it?
Yes.
Yes. Is that right? You're validating it? Yes? All right, so we have 3 chapters to read. Y'all ready?
4.
Oh, 4. 33, 34, 35, 36. All right, let's dive right in.
Elihu addresses Job. Therefore, Job, I pray, hear my speeches, and listen to all my words. Behold, now I have opened my mouth, my tongue has spoken in my mouth. My words will be from the uprightness of my heart, and my lips will utter knowledge clearly. The Spirit of God has made me, and the breath of the Almighty, He has given me life. If you can answer me, set your words in order before me, stand up. Surely I am before God like you. I also am formed out of the clay. Indeed, no dread of me will make you afraid, nor will my hand be heavy upon you. Surely you have spoken in my hearing, and I have heard the sound of your words, saying, I am clean, without transgression. I am innocent, nor is there iniquity in me. Behold, he finds occasions against me. He counts me for his enemy. He puts my feet in the stocks and watches all my paths. Look, in this you are not just. I will answer you that God is greater than man. Why do you strive against him? For he does not give an accounting for any of his words. For God speaks once, yes, twice, yet man does not perceive it. In a dream, in a vision of the night, when deep sleep falls upon men in slumber on their beds, then he opens the ears of men and seals their instruction, that he might turn aside man from his purpose and conceal pride from man. He keeps back his soul from the pit and his life from perishing by the sword. He also chastened with pain on his bed and with strong pain in many of his bones, so that his life abhors bread and his soul dainty food. His flesh is consumed away, that it cannot be seen, and his bones that were not seen stick out. Yes, his soul draws near to the grave, and his life to the executioners. If there is a messenger for him, an interpreter, one among 1,000, to show to man what is right for him, then he is gracious to him and says, deliver him from going down to the pit. I have found a ransom. His flesh will be fresher than the child's. He will return to the days of his youth. He will pray to God, and he will be favorable unto him. And he will see his face with joy, and he will render unto man his righteousness. Then he looks at men and says, I have sinned and perverted what was right, and it did not profit me. He will deliver his soul from going down to the pit, and his life will see the light. Behold, God works all these things twice, 3 times with men, to bring back his soul from the pit, to be enlightened with the light of the living. Pay attention, Job, listen to me. Hold your peace, and I will speak. If you have anything to say, answer me. Speak, for I desire to justify you. If not, listen to me. Hold your peace, and I will teach you wisdom. Chapter 34, Elihu proclaims God's justice. Furthermore, Elihu answered and said, hear my words, O you wise men, and give ear unto me, you that have knowledge, for the ear tests words, as the mouth tastes food. Let us choose justice for ourselves. Let us know among ourselves what is good. For Job has said, I am righteous, but God has taken away my judgment. Should I lie concerning my right? My wound is incurable, though I am without transgression. What man is like Job, who drinks scorn like water, who goes in company with the workers of iniquity, and walks with wicked men? For he has said, it profits a man nothing that he should delight himself in God. Therefore listen to me, you men of understanding. Far be it from God that he should do wickedness, and from the Almighty that he should commit iniquity. He will repay a man for his work, and cause every man to find what is according to his ways. Yes, surely God will not do wickedly, nor will the Almighty pervert judgment. Who has given him charge over the earth, or who has set in order the whole world? If he sets his heart on man, if he gathers unto himself his spirit and his breath, all flesh will perish together, and man will turn again to dust. If now you have understanding, hear this. Listen to the voice of my words. Should he who hates justice govern, and will you condemn him who is most just? It is fitting to say to a king, you are wicked, and to a prince, you are ungodly. Yet he is not partial to princes, nor does he regard the rich more than the poor, for they all are the work of his hands. In a moment they will die, and the people will be troubled at midnight and pass away, and the mighty will be taken away without a hand. For his eyes are upon the ways of man, and he sees all his goings. There is no darkness nor shadow of death, where the workers of iniquity may hide themselves. For he will not lay upon man more than right.
For he will. Oh, not lay upon. You're right. I'm sorry. He will not.
For he will not lay upon man more than right, that he should enter into judgment with God. He will break into pieces mighty men without number, and set others in their place. Therefore he knows that their works, and he overturns them in the night, so that they are destroyed. He strikes them as wicked men in the open sight of others, because they turned back from him, and would not consider any of his ways, so that they cause the cry of the poor to come unto him, and he hears the cry of the afflicted. When he gives quietness, who can then make trouble? And when he hides his face, who then can behold him? Whether it is done against a nation or against a man only, that the hypocrite would not reign, lest the people be ensnared. Should anyone say to God, I have borne chastisement, I will offend no more. Teach me what I do not see. And if I have done iniquity, I will do no more. Should it be according to your mind, he will repay it, whether you refuse or whether you choose. And not I, therefore speak what you know. Let men of understanding say to me, wise men who listened to me, Job has spoken without knowledge, and his words were without wisdom. My desire is that Job be tried until the end, because he answers like wicked men. For he adds rebellion unto his sin. He claps his hands among us, and multiplies his words against God. Chapter 35. Elihu condemns self-righteousness. Elihu spoke again and said, do you think this is right? Then he said,
okay, so I'm laughing because Gabriel fell asleep and he's snoring. This is not good for Bible reading. Okay, but it is day 2 and we're at the end of a school week. And so, Gabriel, sit up. 35. Elihu condemns self-righteousness. Elihu spoke again and said, do you think this is right, that you say my righteousness is before God? For you said, what advantage will it be to me? What profit will I have if I am cleansed from my sin? I will answer you, and your companions with you. Look unto the heavens and see, and behold the clouds that are higher than you. If you sin, what do you accomplish against him? Or if your transgressions are multiplied, what does it do to him? If you are righteous, what does it give him? Or what does he receive from your hand? Your wickedness may hurt a man like you, and your righteousness may profit a son of man. Because of the many oppressions, they cry out. They cry out because of the army of the mighty. But none says, where is God, my maker, who gives song in the night? Who teaches us more than the beasts of the earth and makes us wiser than the birds of the heaven? There they cry out, but he does not answer because of the pride of evil men. Surely God will not hear vanity, nor will the Almighty regard it. Although you say you do not see him, yet judgment is before him, and you must trust in him. But now, because he has not punished in his anger, nor taken much notice of folly, therefore Job opens his mouth in vain. He multiplies words without knowledge. 36. Elihu proclaims God's majesty. Elihu continued and said, Bear with me a little, and I will show you that I have yet to speak on God's behalf. I will bring my knowledge from afar, and will ascribe righteousness to my Maker. For truly my words will not be false. He who is perfect in knowledge is with you. Behold, God is mighty and despises no one. He is mighty in strength and wisdom. He does not perverse the life of the wicked, but gives justice to the poor. He does not withdraw his eyes from the righteous, but they are on the throne with kings. For he establishes them forever, and they are exalted. If they are bound in chains and held in cords of affliction, then he shows them their work and their transgressions, that they have exceeded. And he opens their ear to discipline, and commands that they turn from iniquity. If they obey and serve him, they will spend their days in prosperity and their years in pleasures. But if they do not obey, they will perish by the sword, and they will die without knowledge. But the hypocrites in heart heap up wrath. They do not cry out when he binds them. They die in youth, and their life ends among the unclean. He delivers the poor in their affliction, and opens their ears in oppression. Even so, he would have removed you out of distress into a broad place where there is no restraint, and that which is set on your table will be full of richness. But you are filled with the judgment due to the wicked. Judgment and justice take hold of you, because there is wrath. Beware, lest he take you away with a blow. Even a great ransom cannot deliver you. Will he esteem your riches? No, not gold, nor all the force of your strength. Do not despise the night when people are cut off in their place. Take heed, do not turn to iniquity, for you have chosen this rather than affliction. Behold, God is exalted in his power. Who teaches like him? Who has prescribed his way for him? Or who can say, you have worked iniquity? Remember to magnify his work, which men behold. Every man may see it. Man may behold it from afar. Look, God is great, and we do not know him. Nor can the number of his years be searched out. For he draws up the drops of water. They distill rain according to its mist, which the clouds drop down and drip upon man abundantly. Indeed, can anyone understand the spreading of clouds or the noise of his tent? See, he spreads his light upon it and covers the bottom of the sea. For by these he judges the people. He gives food in abundance. With clouds he covers the light and commands it to strike the mark. Its thunder declares it. The cattle also concerning the rising storm. And that is Job 33, 34, 35, 36. And we have put... Oh, there's Gabriel. Okay. So this is the end of a week, the end of the first couple days of school. And we are in our first weekend since starting school. And y'all got and there's Catherine. She didn't even make it. She's over there on the end. All right. Bye. Bye. Have a great day. I hope you start your weekend off a lot better than we're ending our Friday. Well, or a restful one. Bye.